Besides the parameters that you can set through the programmers of the electronics of your wheelchair, there are some additional settings possible to make the joystick better adjusted to your needs. With the USB cable, you can connect your mo-vis device to a PC on which you have downloaded the latest version of our configurator software. It is available on our website. You have to log in into the dealer level. You'll need a password for that, which you can obtain by contacting us. Click on the COM port to access the parameters. There are 4 parameter groups available for the joysticks. The first is the road compensation. It is especially useful for those who use our sensitive joysticks, the micro and the multi-joystick, but even more for people using a chin control. It is useful and important for everyone driving on uneven roads. It truly is a unique feature in the world that only works with the mo-vis joysticks and is freely available. You just have to enable it in the configurator. So, what is it and how does it work? A lot of people have difficulties to maintain the control of the wheelchair when they are driving in an outdoor environment with uneven roads. If you are driving there without the road compensation, it is not easy to control your chair. You have to adjust your position the entire time and you are certainly not stable. This makes it difficult and sometimes even unsafe. If you enable the road compensation feature, the user doesn't have to reduce the speed of the wheelchair himself when driving on a difficult road. The wheelchair itself will automatically adjust to the situation. There is an accelerometer inside the joysticks, and when it vibrates, it will send a signal to the wheelchair to slow down to a predefined parameter. The function of the road compensation is safety and efficiency for the end user. When the terrain is better, it will slowly go up again to the speed it was driving in before. So for instance, if we have someone who is using a joystick integrated in a tray, he can continue to keep his joystick at maximum without losing control. This will stabilize the position of his fingers as well as his global position through the creation of muscle chains. When he reaches a better surface, the wheelchair will speed up again. In the section Compensation Mode, you can choose whether or not you want to activate the road compensation. For the Omni joysticks, you have one profile which you can set to on or off or manual. For an RNet joystick, you can choose another option per profile. You enable it only for your outdoor profile then, for instance, and set another one to manual. If you set it to manual, the road compensation feature is only active when you perform a pattern. Nudge the joystick forward, backward, forward. You will hear a beep to say that it is activated. Furthermore, you can increase the deadband of the joystick. The deadband is a neutral zone around the joystick center position where an accidental movement of the joystick will not be seen as a driving input. So the smaller the deadband percentage is, the more sensitive the joystick is. You can slightly increase the neutral zone around the joystick center position from 5 to 10%. However, in most cases, we advise to keep the default setting. Next, you can change the default forward position of the joystick with steps of 90 degrees. So, for instance, for the micro joystick, the arrow on the bottom indicates the default forward position. But with this setting, you can overrule that. Finally, the last parameter is the tilt setting. By default, this parameter is not active. The mo-vis joysticks can all detect a tilted angle. If you enable this parameter and you tilt the joystick more than 70 degrees in any direction, then the joystick becomes inactive. This functionality can be very useful when the joystick is integrated in a tilting surface or when it is placed on a swing-away arm. If someone accidentally touches the joystick then, you're still safe. The tilt sensor response time is about 1 second. The joystick will become active again if the angle is less than 60 degrees.